Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. As the recording of this, it is Sunday, June 1st, 2025, also known as the first official day of Florida's, which is the state I reside in, hurricane season kicks off today. Now there's not a hurricane looming over off the coast, but this is the first day when myself and other Florida residents have to start preparing and getting ready for said storms. Tropical depressions, hurricanes, tropical storms, windy tornadoes that come to fruition out of those. Not my favorite time of year. In fact, summer is approaching. Well, it's already the unofficial start of summer, with Memorial Day that just came and went is the unofficial start of summer. Technically, is not for another week or two. In fact, I don't even remember what the specific day is when it's officially summer. But the unofficial day has hit, and now, riding around in Mini Marge, my glorified golf cart, needs some caffeine. Gonna go up to Starbucks, mobile order, piping hot caffeinated beverage. It's a little later in the day. It's 1 minute till 6 p.m. Been doing some stuff around the house, you know, putting some of the artwork that I've been getting at some of the thrift stores, doing some laundry, rearranging some things, planning and paying for and looking towards the future of travels. Going to be leaving in 2 days. So I'm going to be here tomorrow and then the next day, getting on a plane and going somewhere. As soon as the traffic goes by, I'm going to head downtown, get some coffee, just see where I'm going. Hatless today. Going hatless. I don't have the big brimmed hat that I got in Mexico. I'm not wearing my raised cap on backwards. I'm just going hatless. I figure let the hair flow in the breeze. Ooh, I gotta get moving though. I'm inviting you to join me. I realized there was a car a few hundred yards back there. I'm inviting you to join me. It's good to have you here. It's officially hurricane season, folks. Whether you want it to be or not. Join me. Let's have an evening. Shall you? Oh wow, is this some kind of premonition? Well, it's not a premonition because it's really happening. You got Duke Energy out fixing some power lines or doing something up here, which is what happens all the time during hurricane season. Again, there hasn't been a storm, but they're out here doing something. This is just the first of many times the power companies will be out fixing stuff. But in all truthfulness, it's really not that bad power-wise here. In fact, Celebration has no above-ground power lines. Last year there was a really bad hurricane during Halloween season. A lot of Central Florida lost power, but lucky enough did not lose power here in Celebration, which was kind of nice. Yeah, they had the wherewithal when they built the town to not have above ground power lines. They're all underground. Spot accomplished over here in the proper fit to size spot for Mini Marge here. Last year, again during Halloween season, I think was the only major hurricane that I was in town for because I do travel a lot. My mom and my dad came over from their place, stayed with me for a day or two, and we weathered the storm pretty well. I feel like the homestead that I purchased is very sturdy, got a good test. Obviously there could be a stronger hurricane come through at another point, but it was a pretty decent sized one, and I feel like being in Central Florida and being in the place that I am in, I feel pretty good. I feel like I have a pretty good solid place to weather a medium grade hurricane. Now there could be, Cat 5 or 6 rolls through the middle of Central Florida. That could be a whole other story, but all right, coffee time. I've been on a sugar-free hot vanilla latte kick lately. They're so good. They're so good. To go. Ooh, some dogs barking behind me. Over here looking at the newly, within less than a week, this fountain over here at Lake Reinhardt has been performing very nicely. It's a nice addition to the lakeshore, the lakefront. Very beautiful. I like it. I'm all for it. I'm all for the fountain right here in the middle of Lake Reinhardt. It's a beautiful sight. Just bask in all of its watery, effervescently flowing glory right here. Remember, do not feed or mess with the gators. There's a sign right here. And I'm thinking because it's starting to be later in the day, within another 2 hours, less than 2 hours, the sun will be setting. I might go do a couple things, drive around, and then dip back into certain areas and see if I can find some dusk deer at dusk. It's like a fun thing to do when I'm home. And I know I've shown the deer a couple times this week, but you know what? Gotta love the deer. And I'll see if I can find more deer at dusk. But I'm thinking about driving over into no man's land on Highway 192, go on the other side of the road that I didn't take the other day, and go over to Hope Thrift and the little $1.99 store. Just kind of cruise along, maybe check in on the hotel, see if they started any construction on that hotel they supposedly was going to tear down and fix up and build a new resort. Just see, 'cause it's been a month and a half since I've been over on that side and looked at that, so we'll see. But for now, just standing here, comfortable with my Crocs here at Lake Reinhard, dedicated to the memory of Richard Dick Reinhard and his friendship, caring kindness, and dedication to the service of celebration. Circa 2005, November 12th of 2005, Lake Reinhard was dedicated to him. It was not originally built with a name. It was just a lake at Celebration back in the 90s when Celebration was built. And now it's named after Richard Reinhard, and there's now a fountain right here. The fountain does not have a name, however. I don't have a name for the fountain. That is not an alarm on Mini Mart, but there is a squirrel right up here. Take a look at this squirrel. It's having a little snack. Oh, it's one on the other side though. Oh, he's right up here now. Hold on a second. Hold on, squirrel. Hold on a second, squirrel. You're right there on the corner there. Right there. He's just nibbling on that little snack right there. He's got a little treat, a little nut there. TheDailyWoo's Wild Kingdom. You ready for some deer later? Some deer at dusk, squirrel? You're out all the time. You're out morning, noon, and night. Maybe even after nightfall rears its head. I mean, you're always out here. Squirrels are always out. But deer, what do they do during the day and late at night? Oh, here's a lizard. Hold on a second. Hold on. TheDailyWoo's Wild Kingdom. Florida is just full of dinosaurs. Gators, lizards. That's about all I can think of. Oh, this is interesting. Now they're over here. Maybe they are doing some preliminary type of stuff. Yeah, the energy company. Maybe they're doing some preliminary hurricane prep. Because today's the first day. All right, I've crossed over on the other side of the street. Passing by the longest construction update hotel on Highway 192 near Celebration. This thing has been being worked on for like 10 years. This is the one I used to work at back in turn of the century, many years ago. I worked at the pool bar around the back. 2000, 2001, 2002, maybe even late 90s. I can't even recall. And then this place closed. But this one over here, they've been fixing it up so slowly, so incredibly slowly for a decade. This place closed. I don't know. This one, particular one, closed about a year ago. And you can see some wind damage has torn down the Welcome Center awning here. Surprised they just haven't even torn this whole building down yet, but Gifts for Less is what it was called. Got the alligator here. Then you got the coolest alligator, or coolest shark you could ever see right over here. Giving it a big thumbs up. Right next to Waffle House. Just sitting empty for a long time. There's Old Town over there, the Ferris wheel, the checkers, the slingshot. All that over there across the way. Nice little cloud formation as well. Just running parallel to 192. Saying hello to Marilyn and Elvis right up there. Marilyn Monroe, Elvis Presley. Here at the best price gift shops. Out of all the gift shops, this one states it has the best prices. Where the king lie? No, I think the king's telling the truth. Best prices. Marker 10. I always like to show these markers because they don't get a whole heck of a lot of use. Almost up to Hope Thrift. Almost there. Quick and easy, quick and easy. Marker 10, marker 10. I don't know why I'm saying it like that. All right, I've arrived, Hope Thrift. Next to the Rock Church, formerly the the American Gladiators Dinner Show Complex, Hope Thrift. All right, I'm inside now. There's a griddle accessory toolkit in here. Don't need one of those, but there's also a strong and powerful magnet screen door thing. Great for pets also. That'd kind of come in handy. Don't know if I need a shopping cart, but I'm just going to kind of peruse. Ooh, is this mannequin? Something? No, just the apron's $14, but there's like a full-size mannequin right here. Near furniture, chairs for $40. Looks like a bed frame or a crib frame. This is sold right here, this dresser. This is neat. Oh, I like this. This is a relic. This is an antique. A little side table piece for $9.99. That's actually kind of, what if I have room for that on my cart? That could go in one of the rooms. I need a little side table. Kind of scuffed up though. I don't know. $10. Can't really beat that price. I like that. That's definitely very vintage. Right there. This is a little beanbag chair over here. Way smaller than the one I have in my living room. I have one of the love sacks, which I love. You know, no clever name that actually is appropriate. This is not a love sack. Books are $1 and up. This one's kind of neat. There's the Underground. There's the Tube, they call it. Living Abroad in London. Probably some good little tips and things about London. London will be a place I will be going to pretty often, using that as like a hub, if you will. There's the post office box, or PO box of sorts. But London, there's direct flights out of MCO, Orlando International, to London. So I will be in London pretty often, and then just using that to take other flights and trains, etc., over to many other countries on that side of the world. But I don't think I'm going to buy this, but this is what, I don't know, I just saw this and thought it was neat. I've been collecting a lot of vinyl. I know vinyl is definitely pretty popular with a lot of people, and also VHS. I haven't really gone down the VHS rabbit hole, but I feel as if, so you got digital downloads, and then you got vinyl, which are just kind of more for the collecting, and then listening to more of a raw style at home with the little cracks and the nuances and the vibe of vinyl. But are CDs ever going to become like a retro thing? Even cassette tapes are getting really popular now. But here's Sting. This is a double Clapton set right here. And you got Santana, Viva Santana. I'm sure there'll come a point when people want CDs again, but right now they're everywhere. Every thrift store you go to, there's just so many of them, and no one seems to buy them. Here's just a random one I was not expecting to see at Hope Thrift. 95 South, of course 95 is the interstate that runs along the coastline, Melbourne, Cocoa, Daytona, etc. 95 South was a rap group, Hump With It. It's on Rap Records, so yeah. Why? You know what? Why not? Thrift store fine, still sealed. Next to the town by the same name, you know, it's the next town over, a couple miles. I drove my cart over here. You can get the Punch Party set from a company named after the same town I live in. This fondue set looks like it's seen some years right here. 30 recipes for fun and romance. Chocolate fondue. It's a gift set. Now over here, there's a couple different radio speakers. This is called a retro wireless speaker. $19.99, so I guess if I was to buy it and it didn't work, I wouldn't be out too much. But it's a Bluetooth, and it kind of has that retro look to it. That'd be kind of neat. I could throw it maybe in one of the bathrooms, like maybe taking a shower, could have some music playing while I'm singing in the shower kind of thing, or maybe throw that somewhere else in my house. Again, not sure if it works, but it looks like an animal has mauled the side of it and just like ate the living crud out of the side of this box. So an animal or a human that feeds on cardboard, $20. What kind of battery does this thing take? It takes a 3.7 volt portable speaker, one USB-C charging cable, and a user manual. I think I'm going to get it. There's also this thing, which I don't need that. I am happy to report that over here, down the way a bit, at the empty ticket outlet that's been sitting empty for many, many years, that Van Halen still lives. No one has painted over Van Halen yet. This has been on here for months. It just makes me happy to see. What year is it? It's 2025. Someone has put Van Halen on the side of this empty ticket outlet. 6115 Erlo Bronson Highway 192. Van Halen lives. Kind of zipping along. So Celebration entrance is right over there. I'm on the other side of the street. And they announced, I think at the first of the year, they confirmed that they were going to take this old hotel up here, which I've done a series of videos inside, outside, scurrying around the exterior, going in the buildings a couple times. Not really doing that again because not really the safest place ever. But there was some news that came out at the first of the year that they were going to tear it all down and build 2 resorts with the Ferris wheel right across from Celebration, but hasn't happened yet. Orlando Sun Resorts. And people just go in and out of here all the time. Oh, so I called this Lonely World because someone spray painted Lonely World on the side of the Orlando Sun and Convention Center sign a couple years ago, and they removed it. Someone painted over it, and now someone has brought Lonely World back. Lonely World is back. I guess the residents of the Orlando Sun Resort and Convention Center really wanted to stay Lonely World. Yeah, no fences around this place. Really no rules inside, just kind of, it's just kind of here. And that's as far as I'm going to go by myself. I'm not going to go back in there. I've certainly seen enough of that place in my tenure living across the street and coming over here. Will be nice when Ferris wheel there, some resorts, areas kind of cleaned up a little bit. If that ever happens. Every 6 months or so, it is confirmed that a new development's going to go in here, but I'll believe it when I see it. I'll honestly believe it when I see it. Lonely World. That's my shadow. And now it's gone. The shadow of the tree is more overwhelming. There's the shadow again. This lake over here. It's kind of different. It looks a little greener than normal, like more like algae on top of it. It's really beautiful this hour. Sometimes you see the deer over here. This is on East Lawn, which kind of always reminds me a little bit of Beverly Hills. It's got the palm trees and kind of mansion-y type of buildings. Look at these cars cruising through. Fancy. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Where you at, dear? I know you're out here. It's like my new favorite thing to do when I'm home. If I'm not out and about doing something at this time of the night, I wish I'd get on the cart and drive around and find some deer. Other people do the same thing on their carts. Here comes someone else out looking for deer. Right, this area over here is where I've seen them before. I'm not seeing them now, but I am seeing a gator in here. Good size gator too. That is not cool. Cool only resides over in Lake Reinhardt. But that one's a little bit bigger. Kinda see right there. Yeah. Gators everywhere. If there's a body of water in Central Florida or in Florida, odds are good there's probably a gator in it. Just a word of warning if you're ever visiting. You wouldn't want to go, taking a dip in something like this. The ocean, you could. There's no gators in the ocean, but then you got other sea creatures right over there. Gators swimming around. Out of the Woo's Wild Kingdom. A bird right there, having a little snack right on the shore. Well, thought I was going to see some deer, but I'm seeing birds, gators, lizards, squirrels. Boy, the insects are making some serious noise. There's something in the trees. One day I'm going to be looking for deer, and a Bigfoot's going to just rage out of the wooded areas towards the golf cart. Yeah, I'm not seeing any deer tonight. They're all doing their own thing. Driven around for a while. Haven't found any. This is usually the time when they're out. Every time I'm in Celebration, I always find areas I've never seen before. Like I've never seen this little dock through the swamps before over here. There's just so many areas to this town. Little nooks and crannies. Yeah, for real though, this is like a serious swamp walk right over here. Hear that grunting? I think that's a big gator. Hell, you even have what do they call these, cattails? Yeah, I didn't even realize this dock was over here. Peaceful organic sounds of dusk and celebration. So many of them. So that when I wish my golf cart wasn't making this noise. Alright, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 right there. Staring very attentively at me. Hello. I love them so much. Hey, sweetie. So beautiful. So cool. So cool. How you doing? I just love this. I love that I can just get on a little golf cart, drive around at dusk and see deer in the town I live in. Magical. Okay, see you later, dear. Glad I got to see you and your friends. Sights and sounds and soothing, mellow vibes, celebration. There goes a bird, right up there, flying over bird. Go, go, go. Through the beautiful sunset that's happening across the golf course. Probably a gator in here too. I've seen gators in this one as well, but right now they're submerged or they moved on to other lakes. Yeah, today was just a really relaxing, chill day. Didn't do a whole heck of a lot, just did some stuff at home. Okay, did some laundry and some things I need to take care of on at the homestead. Relax a little bit, plan some things out. Lots of travels upcoming again.
You left your car running. You can't park there.
And that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.